Hi, Mark T. the Handyman here. Today I'm going to show you the proper way to check and adjust your air pressure on your well water pressure tank.
The job of an air pressure tank is to provide an air cushion in your home well water system. The way that it does that, it provides an air cushion in the air pressure tank to give you a constant water flow along with a constant water pressure, and also keeps the well water pump from short cycling. Here are three types of air pressure tanks. The first is an air over water pressure tank. It keeps a cushion of air on top of the water in the tank. The next is a diaphragm air pressure tank that uses a diaphragm to separate the water in the pressure tank. The third is a bladder air pressure tank. The bladder air pressure tank uses a bladder to separate the water and the air in the air pressure tank. Today we will be looking at a diaphragm air pressure tank.
The first thing you need to do before you check or adjust the pressure tank is to make sure to turn off the power to your pump. That usually is done at the electrical circuit breakers. After you locate the proper circuit breaker, just turn the breaker to the off position. Leave the breaker off until you are finished checking the pressure tank. Next, if you have shut-off valves that feed the water to the rest of the house, you should close the valve, or valves in this case. By closing the valves, you will isolate the well water system from the pressure tank and will minimize the air entering into the well water system. Next, connect a hose to the drain valve on the pressure tank T-assembly. If you try to check the air pressure without emptying the water pressure in the tank, you will not get an accurate reading. It will simply display what the pressure is in the water system. One extra bonus you get when you drain the pressure tank at the T-assembly on the bottom of the pressure tank is that you may actually drain some sediment from the bottom of the pressure tank. The way you drain the pressure tank is you connect a garden hose to the drain valve located at the bottom of the pressure tank on the T-assembly, open the drain valve, and drain the pressure tank water into a floor drain. Once you are reading zero pressure on the gauge connected to the pressure tank T-assembly, you can now check to see what the pressure is in the pressure tank. Okay, so our system gauges at 0 psi on our pressure tank, which means the pressure tank has no water in it. Our system valves are closed, so no water will leak back into the pressure tank, and our drain valve is still open. Now we are going to check our pressure in the pressure tank. On the top of the pressure tank, you will find a standard air valve that will look very similar to a tire pressure port. You will need a pressure gauge of some sort, preferably a dial or a digital type gauge for accuracy, but a standard tire pressure gauge will also work. In this case, I will be using a frantic air pump to get the digital reading and then to apply the proper pressure to the pressure tank. This tool not only reads the pressure, but you can set the pressure on the frantic air pump to the exact pressure setting required. Next, the obvious question is, what pressure does the tank require to be set to? The answer depends on what the pressure setting of your system is. You want the air pressure in the tank to be set 2 psi below the cut-in pressure of your pump or pressure switch. For example, in most well water systems, you are going to have a pressure switch that turns the pump on and off. The pressure switch in many well water systems are preset to 30 psi cut in and 50 psi cut out, or preset to 40 psi cut in and 60 psi cut out. And lastly, a preset of 50 psi cut in and 70 psi cut out. As you can see, all the settings have a differential of 20 psi cut in and cut out. This particular system, the cut-in pressure is 40 psi. So in this case, we want the pressure tank to be set at 38 psi. As you can see, our pressure in the tank is at 37 psi. So I will leave the frantic air pump on until we reach the 38 psi that is required. Most pressure tanks come pre-charged to 38 psi. So for that reason, most pressure switches that you will purchase will be set to 40 psi cut in and 60 psi cut out, meaning no adjustment is required. In the event that you are running a little lower or a little higher pressure, you will need to adjust your pressure in your pressure tank to be the required 2 pound below your well water pump cut-in pressure. If you don't know the settings of your pressure switch, you will need to remove the cover of the pressure switch. The cut-in and cut-out settings will be printed on a label inside the cover. To confirm what the settings are on your pressure switch, you can check the cut-in and cut-out pressures by looking at the pressure gauge, usually located in the pressure tank T-assembly. Now that we have completed our task, let's watch the pressure switch cycle. As the pressure fluctuates from cut-in to cut-out settings, you should be able to hear the pressure switch turning the pump on and then off. As you listen to the pressure switch clicking on and off, that will allow you to test your system to determine what the appropriate pressure settings are. So we put our pressure checking device on the air valve to verify that we have the appropriate pressure in the pressure tank. Once you have checked the pressure in the tank, you are finished. But don't forget to reinstall the cap. When you reinstall the cap, you only need to finger tighten the cap. Well, I hope this video gave you a little bit of information about your well water air pressure tank. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up or a like. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to comment. I sure do like to hear from you. Thanks for watching.